Hello everyone, this is Vinny Tartamella. I'm a former lead designer for McFarlane Toys, and I'm also a freelance comic book artist. And I have a bunch of my own books as well. Please stay tuned for the end of the video to check those out. And today we are reviewing the Universal Monsters NECA Ultimate Creature from the Black Lagoon figure. It's a mouthful right there, but beautiful, beautiful piece. Again, these Universal Monsters, they've been pretty damn amazing. So, we're going to be breaking into this one. The box is pretty damn awesome. I like how they have like a kind of glossy kind of texture and stuff over the front of it. Great promo shots. If you want to see the names on the bottom of the box, these are the people who made this, the figure, the packaging, paint, all that stuff. So if you want to check all that out, you could. And we also have, again, great window. I love the Ultimate figures for that reason as well. You can see what you're actually buying. Hasbro, take a lesson from this. But yeah, great promo shots. And we're going to be getting into this one. And overall, first impressions, pretty solid. I think the paint application is pretty nice on this guy too. He's not overly complicated. If you ask me, he's probably one of the easier figures to have made and released, because it's just, the figure itself is cast in green plastic and then some kind of light paint applications, but it's like a dry brush basically over all of his scales. Some paint application on like his fingernails, his eyes, and his mouth. So overall, in my opinion, a pretty simple figure to make. He kind of shines with the articulation aspect. You can get him into some pretty great poses, and we'll be breaking that down as well very soon. But first impressions are very solid. Again, I have not been disappointed from any of the Universal Monsters I've picked up so far from NECA. So my hat goes off to them. And here's a better look at some of the details. Again, very nicely sculpted, very accurate to the original movie. I was fortunate to meet the actor who did all the swimming sequences for this movie. I met him a couple of years ago. He did pass away kind of recently. But I was able to get one of my original pieces of artwork signed by him. So that was pretty cool. And again, this is really an awesome collection. He does have a fair range, I think, of hands and basically two heads, but nothing more than that. I think they could have at least put in some kind of seaweed or something extra. That would have been cool. Because a figure like this, you're going to want to display a certain way. He should have at least come with a stand. That's another thing I think is kind of lacking in this one, because if you're going to pose him, chances are you want him in a swimming kind of pose. So but articulation wise, great range of motion. He has a ball joint for the head, but he also has an extra piece by the neck. So pretty good range. No butterflies that I could tell. His arms do have ball joints to them. He does have that really cool elbow joint. So it's like a double hinge, but with something a little extra. So it's you get some other articulation in there as well. Hinge and swivel for the wrist. He has an upper kind of half ball joint and a lower. So you could get him into some pretty good and extreme poses if you'd like. Again, this is my copy, so I'm not going too extreme with it, but you could probably get more out of it. Pretty good range for splits, upper thigh rotation, double hinge for the knees, kind of similar to the elbows. He has a nice ball joint rocker and swivel for the ankles. So you can get him into some pretty good poses if you want him like in a swimming pose, or if you want him like standing on land and kind of attacking. So that's up to you on how you pose and how you want to display your figure. But I'm just trying to give you guys a couple different options, in the segment as well. But so like overall, I do think that they did a very nice job with it. Again, he definitely needed a stand. I've said this multiple times with McFarlane and with NECA. If you have characters that are supposed to be swimming flying, something where it's anything other than just standing still. Put a base in there, some kind of a base, some kind of a stand, so you could have the figure in a dynamic pose, because you have great articulation, you have an amazing sculpt here, so you could get him into a lot of crazy poses. Stick an extra stand in there. But speaking of which, I did grab the McFarlane stand again, and I am displaying the G.I. Joe Classifieds Torpedo, because I think this is a pretty good figure that would complement the sea creature, or the creature from the Black Lagoon, rather. And yeah, just to kind of show you scale. So they're not that far off in scale, because I do believe the creature from the Black Lagoon was, had some height over a regular person, if I remember correctly. But not too bad. It's maybe like an inch off, an inch and a half tops. So that's not too bad. And I think, again, they look great in the display. And I'm sure for people who have fish tanks, I'm sure you're going to want to kind of throw them in there. Although I don't know if I would recommend it, because there is slightly softer plastic for the creature by like the waist and everything. And yeah, I don't know if that'll degrade over time. But that's a fair warning out there, so if you are thinking about that. There is a black and white version of him out as well, and I found the colored one first, but after looking at the black and white one in the stores, I gotta say, if I seen them side by side, I think I might have went with the black and white one. There's just something that looks so good about it. But yeah, overall, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching. Hi, for anyone looking for some amazing comic books, this is part of my collection. I am the artist and creator of Shadow of the Kraken. This is a beautiful pirate story, 52 pages. Beautiful artwork. Yeah, everything you need out of a great pirate story, you're right here. We have City of Venus. It's a futuristic story. Also another one that I totally created. Beautiful. If you love kind of post-apocalyptic worlds, beautiful women, sci-fi, action, this has a little bit of everything in it. So if you're looking for that, on that campaign, you could also get, for a limited time, volume 1 and 2 of my art books. These are loaded with amazing images, 52 pages each. Yeah, they got pretty much everything you need in there. And we have, of course, hardcover book. This is Through the Woods, co-created and written by Frankie Tartamella, my brother. And yeah, I did all the artwork. This is 100 pages. You get the entire story in here, beginning, middle, end. You get all of it, and it is truly amazing. So if you're looking for a great ghost story, this is definitely the book for you. Just click the link in the descriptions, and yeah, these books ship immediately.